Anyway, what's up, peeps? This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports the way you want it. I'm Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
The best tag team tandem out here in sports talk. Give you another episode 32 of our 2 Cent Deposit on Sports podcast. This is the second episode where we are live, and we appreciate you guys joining in wherever you at. Periscope, YouTube Live, appreciate it. Like I said, thank you for taking this time to watch and interact with us on our YouTube channel at Get With It Sports 2 and at our Periscope at Get With It Sports. Go ahead and join the chat, and we will respond to questions and comments. While you're here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and or follow us on Periscope. You can also download the Spreaker app, search for Get With It Sports Media. Click the follow button and be alerted to all the episodes we have for you at Get With It Sports Media, and listen to us while you're on the go. We cannot do all this without our eye in the sky, our super producer, Bigg Q from TeamBoydTv. What up, Bigg Q?
What's going on, fellas? Y'all ready to do this today, man? Y'all ready to do this?
We about to get this cracking.
Let's get it.
Hey, Brandon, how everything going with you, man?
Oh, man. Great. I'm good, man. Breaking news every second in the world.
I hear you, man. Listen, man, I know I gave you the show notes of how everything gonna go, but just like I told Bigg Q, everything popping off this morning, man. So we're gonna get your 2 cents after I tell you what's going on. Just recently, about 30 minutes ago, Ezekiel Elliott, Cowboys running back, is suspended for 6 games. Elliott is expected to appeal the ruling and must do so within 3 days. But the NFL investigation into Elliott's off-field action stretches back over a year before Elliott first took a snap in the NFL. In July of 2016, an Ohio woman accused Elliott of assault. It later came to light that she's the same woman also called the police and accused Elliott of assault in February of 2016. In the ensuing months, Elliott was involved in numerous off-field incidents that surely caught the attention of those at the NFL head offices, including visiting a marijuana dispensary in Seattle and exposing a woman's breast at a St. Patrick's Day parade. Elliott has not been charged with the crime. Bruh, let me know what you think about this. Give me your 2 cents, because this doesn't make any sense, man.
Now, the chick, that's his girlfriend, or I mean, the girl he was involved with.
He was dating at Ohio State. That's what I believe so.
That's what that has to be. But hey, he crazy as hell. Because I would not be involved. Nobody's gonna jeopardize, my career. I mean, I think all this was going on even before he even took a snap in the NFL last year.
Exactly.
So yeah, he definitely off to the wrong start right now. Because now they really watching him now.
Right. This me and Bigg Q was talking off air, but first and foremost, why did it take so damn long to do this investigation? This was before he was even in the league, so it's over a year.
Yeah.
Secondly, 6 games. Now I know there was no tolerance program with domestic abuse. 6 games.
I think we all was thinking maybe 2.
That's what he gave. What's the kicker name for the New York Giants? Brown. So
I forget what his name is, because I'm gonna tell you this is what it is. You give him the max because we're gonna appeal, right? He's gonna appeal, so you give him the max.
So you're right. He's gonna get the ones that he deserves anyway.
Right.
Yeah. He's gonna appeal. I think he'll get 4. He ain't gonna get it down to 2.
All right, man. Like I said, with the kicker Brown, you just started him off with 2. He didn't have to work his way down. He just took the 2 games, man.
Yeah, kicker though. I get it.
Wait. Stop. He was charged for abuse. His ex-wife said she'd been abused. This girl right here, I don't know if she dropped the case, whatever, but he has not been charged.
Right.
So my thing is the NFL right for throwing out these suspensions if you haven't been charged yet?
Well, I mean, if they have their own policy and procedure, so if you're going against their policy, you know, then they can hand down their own rules. They ain't got nothing to do with the law. I mean, the law, that's their own thing. But if you're going against the team's policy and procedure, now you're breaking our rules, not the state of Texas rule.
Okay, bro. But listen, what if your girlfriend turns out to be your ex-girlfriend? She's mad at you and she want to be spiteful and just want to throw this out there.
Not good. Not good.
But that ain't what's happening though. This is like a typical Greg Hardy situation where old girl is on his side. You know what I'm saying? She looking out for him. That's the reason why it's taking so long, because they can't get nothing out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
You know, that's why they like, you know, I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna suspend the dude. I'm done. You know.
But
right.
Once again, that's not right, man. That's my whole point. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I know she don't hurt. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. If your girlfriend or you know mad at you, did whatever, and just being spiteful and just throw some charge at you, it has happened before. So the NFL got to. So would okay now? If it came out that you're not being charged, you gonna give me my money back? My 6 game suspension?
Nope.
Because you don't think that's BS?
No. Yeah, it could be BS, but you still went against the team policy.
Man, you know what? I think you love you some Roger Goodell, don't you? I know you do.
No, I don't, because I don't think everything he does is fair. I don't.
Really?
You know,
I have not yet heard you go against Roger Goodell yet, man. I'm just saying.
That fool suspended Brady last year for 4 games. I was totally against that.
Okay,
now,
I got
4 games. Damn it, Ezekiel Elliott against 6.
You know what? I have nothing to say against that. You're right. I forgot all about that, man.
And like I was telling you earlier, Glass, you know, they took all day about getting this one done, but now that this one is over, they can go ahead and start looking at that other stuff and watch how fast they move on this. You know, because they know they're not going to be able to pin him for 6 games. They already know that. Not on this. Because like you said, he's not convicted. They got, you know, they ain't really got nothing on him but some he say, she say. But this other stuff is very documented, and it's detriment to the, what is it? Detriment to the team?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to nail him on that. I guarantee it.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Okay. Well, now we got the Jarvis Landry, the wide receiver for Miami. They're going to do the same thing to him, even though she even said how that situation went. I guess they had an argument wherever they was at, apartment complex, parking lot, who knows, and somebody else called the police. So is he going to get charged for that? What if they had a little skirmish, a little yelling match, and it was done with?
But somebody else called the police. She ain't called no police or press no charges. He ain't called no police or press no charges. So no, I think that's different.
Okay. We're gonna see. We'll be talking about that probably next week, because I'm sure they're investigating that right now.
Yeah.
So all right, man. Let's go ahead. You got anything else?
No, man.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm tired. I'm tired of you already, bro. All right, man. We're going to the NBA because somebody was stuck on stupid Wednesday night. Zach Randolph got arrested and charged with pot possession with intent to sell. NBA All-Star was arrested Wednesday night on the felony charge of marijuana possession with intent to sell. The NBA, according to police reports obtained by TMZ Sports, LAPD officers responded to a call in LA around 10 p.m. and found a large group of people smoking weed, blasting loud music, and obstructing the roadway. Mind you, this was in the projects. I forgot the name of the project, but it was in the projects. 3 people, including Randolph, reportedly tried to flee, but were caught and detained by police. The cops reportedly called for backup after other people at the scene of the crime became unruly. As part of the ensuing mayhem, 6 police vehicles had their tires slashed and windows broken. In the end, officers recovered 2 guns, drugs, and significant amount of cash, though it's unclear what exactly belonged to Randolph. After spending the last 8 seasons with the Memphis Grizzlies, the 36-year-old Randolph signed with the Sacramento Kings earlier this offseason on a 2-year deal reportedly worth $24 million. His bill is set at $20,000. Let me break this down. You know, we from the hood. I don't know about Bigg Q, but me and Brandon. Oh, okay, cool. Intent to sell. See, that's people don't understand. Well, let me clear myself up. Never smoked weed, never been arrested, but I hung around individuals growing up, smoked weed, and been arrested. So what I'm saying is, the intent to sell doesn't mean he was selling the drugs. He had an amount large enough where they charged him for a felony of intent to sell. Now, from what I understand, he didn't have. Okay, he might have had a clip. Okay, I forgot. We talked to a wide range of audience. Okay, he didn't have a brick. He might have had a clip. And what I mean by that is he didn't have a pound of marijuana, which is a brick. He had maybe a couple of ounces, an ounce or two, which is the clip. So what they're saying is that he had a large amount. He had a clip on his person, probably an ounce or two in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They confiscated 2 guns, and they confiscated, or they impounded 2 cars, which I'm sure belonged to him. Here's my 2 cents. Number one, they need to change that felony some way, somehow in the future. And I'm not saying I'm mad at Randolph. He should be embarrassed. He should be mad at himself. You know, I'm not condoning what he's doing, but marijuana, an ounce of marijuana. Okay, let's even go back from there. What the hell he doing in the projects?
Hey.
He's in Watts. The project's in
All
Watts.
right, we start from there.
10 p.m. at night with a large group. Dude, you made in your career, you made $150 million. There's no reason why you need to be up there. Bring your homies out of there and go hang out somewhere else. You don't go up in there and party with the neighborhood, man. And if I'm the police officer, I'm rolling up. I'm going with the one, or I know half of these people out here already, because I arrested most of them. Who's this big dude right here? I'm sure he was blinging a little bit. You got the 2 nice rides. You got the 2 guns. Even if I don't know you, you're the first one I'm going to arrest. And you fleeing the scene too? Come on, man. Can't blame the police for that.
Sadly, man, these athletes, man, this is what they do. They go back to the hood to floss and be the man. And this is what happens. It happens all the time.
You know what, Q? I would agree with you on that. If we talking about rookie, 20-year-old, something like that, this man 36 years old, man, got kids. Why you got to go back to the hood, man?
Because he want to prove that he the man. That's it. He want to floss.
That's it, right? Because when he went out there, he was king. He was fucking king. He got more weed than ain't nobody else bought nothing. He bought it all. He probably didn't bring it with him, but you better pay for it all. You know, just out there flossing, man. Well, you know, in Watts, the project. Oh no, like you said, hey, you know, anybody I want at my crib, okay, I send 2 cars. You know, we come on back to my house and do what we gonna do. But yeah, now you out there, you flossing and you know, people smoking weed or whatever. Ain't no telling who decide. Okay, well, this dude he worth, you know, X amount of $1 million. I'm gonna make sure that I get something. You know, he ain't going home tonight. You know,
I hear you, man.
You putting yourself in a bad situation. You know, put yourself in a bad situation.
I totally agree, man. Number one, like you said, the environment you in, the fact that you got to carry guns with you in the first place should tell you should be there anyway. Anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? If gun go off, anybody can hit you. You're gonna be the first one they're gonna blame. You was here. Tim will say we're gonna arrest you because you was here, and it was probably his guns. Whether he shot him or not, they registered to him and you in the presence. Guys, get what I'm saying? So anyway it goes, it's a bad look for him. I don't know what the Sacramento Kings gonna do, but shouts out to, before I keep going on, shouts out to Steve, aka Sports Talk Network on YouTube. Appreciate you joining us. Dick and Balls on Periscope. Tripped out name. Hey, and we appreciate you guys joining on the show. But back to the I digress. We go back. It's just not a good look. You was so good. You was an abiding citizen when you played 8 years at the Memphis Grizzlies. As soon as you get traded, you go back home to LA. This jumps off, man. It's just not a good look, man.
Right. And they brought him out there to kind of mentor the younger players on that team.
Right. He can still mentor.
Yeah, I know he can.
Bring his goons with him. Like, listen, bro. This is the first day of practice.
Let's back at. I know he got that kush.
Hey,
moving on, man. We're gonna give.
I just want to drop this on there, like, you know.
Go ahead, bro.
It was some serious stuff. What didn't we lose one of these guys a long time ago? What was his name? Lynn Bias, for the same kind of situation. They took him back to the hood, and they having a good time, and they doing all type of drugs, and dude like end up dying in the hood. Didn't even get a chance to really flourish in the NBA.
Never played in the league. Never got a chance to play.
Right.
Sad stuff, man. Like, you know, once you make it, man. Like, I'm telling you, for me, if it was me, I love the hood. I love my peoples in the hood. But look, y'all got to come to the stadium to see me.
I'm telling you, they gonna read about me.
Okay, right. I don't know, man. Just like I said, hopefully he'll bounce back from this and finish off his career problem free. You know what I'm saying? He probably got a good 2 more years left. Oh, well, the 2-year contract he had with Sacramento, that's probably gonna be it for him, man. I'm sure he said, like I said, he already made $150 million. You just go add on $24 million. You can do all this stuff at your crib, man. You don't need to go back to the hood.
No.
Yeah, that's all. So, all right, man, let's move on to the MLB. We're going to give respects to the recently passed former MLB player and manager Don Baylor died early Monday morning after a long battle with multiple myeloma, if I said that right. This was confirmed by his son, Don Baylor Jr. He was 68 years old. He played 19 seasons in the majors beginning in 1970. Baylor played for the Baltimore Orioles, California Angels, New York Yankees, Minnesota Twins, and Boston Red Sox. Former All-Star catcher Darren Daulton, one of the most beloved Philadelphia Philly players in club history, he died Sunday following a 4-year battle with brain cancer. He was 55 years old. He also played with the Florida Marlins, where he won a World Series in 1997 before he retired at season's end. So, mad respects to them two individuals. Rest in peace.
Right.
I know you know about Don Baylor. He was a manager for your Chicago Scrubs, right?
No, I don't think Baylor was the manager for the Cubs. Was he? What year?
Okay, we're gonna move on. I don't know what year, but I think he was a manager, man.
Not for the Cubs.
You want to make a bet?
Nope, because they had so many managers. No.
Okay. All right, let's move on to a happier note. We got 7 individuals who were enshrined Saturday at Canton, Ohio, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. This class consists of Morton Anderson, kicker, Terrell Davis, running back, Kent Easley, safety, owner and president, general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, defensive end for the Miami Dolphins, Jason Taylor, running back for the Jets, for the Chargers and the Jets, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Kurt Warner, quarterback for the St. Louis Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. All right, Brandon, didn't talk to you yet about that. Is there any of them that you think shouldn't have been in the hall yet, or been in the hall at all?
Been in the hall at all? No, I think they all deserve to go.
Okay.
If I had one, it would be Kenny Easley.
Oh, okay. Now I
had the question one. Yeah.
I'm not saying Jason Taylor don't belong up in there. It's just too soon, man.
You think so?
Yeah. This me. Now that's my opinion. I just think like, damn, dude, it just seemed like you just got off the field. You in the Hall of Fame, and we got Terrell Owens and
right.
Was
Well, I mean, okay,
Ray Lewis up yet, or is he? We still got another year for Ray Lewis?
who?
Like Ray Lewis.
I think Ray Lewis due next year.
Okay, because I was like, I would have did him before I, went with Taylor. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, I'm just going to tell you, right, I don't know, it might be a little biased opinion. My snubs, I don't understand why he's not in the Hall yet. Steve Atwater.
Okay.
I think he should have been up in there by now. And Jason Taylor broke records in tackles for defensive end. How come Mark Gastineau not in there yet? I'm just saying.
I don't know. I think Taylor numbers are better than Gastineau.
I understand that, but okay, now you're going by. Didn't Gastineau have that record at one time?
Yeah, sack record.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but
I mean, I understand.
Everybody had it at one time.
I'm just saying. I know I got a problem with Steve Atwater not being in the Hall yet.
I like Steve Atwater, and I would pick him over Kenny easily. Yeah. That's why I say he may be the one, the one scratch off this list, because I could think of a few safeties I would put in there before him. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I agree. You got any snubs, Q?
Nah, I just, on the other night.
I know what you said about Kurt Warner.
Say about Kurt Warner, but that's about it, though. I mean, like, everything else I think is cool. Like, easily, but they had to get a guy from, a legacy guy, so they had to do that. But,
right.
Everything else is cool. I mean, I think Jerry Jones, even though JB, he hated it, but, I think Jerry contributed a lot to the game. So
I totally agree.
Definitely. Well, a lot of it we didn't like, but, he did,
Right. So, all right, cool. Moving on. Tuesday marked the 25th anniversary of Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, the rest standing tall on the Barcelona gold medal podium in Badolona's Olympic Pavilion. A moment that both restored the United States basketball supremacy forever and more memorialized a team that was always going to be considered the best of all time. So Tuesday was the anniversary of the 1992 Olympic Dream Team getting their gold medals. They played 8 games with a point differential of 32 at the lowest, with the first game being 68 points against Angola. So they whipped that team by 68 points. Then the score was 116-48. So congrats to the 1992 Olympic team. Now, Brandon, I'm going to ask you this. This is going to be an easy answer. But anyway, you got Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Christian Laettner, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, and John Stockton. So 11 of those 12 made it already in the Hall of Fame. Which one didn't make it in there?
Laettner.
Oh, okay, cool. I knew that wasn't a hard question for you, man.
Yeah. He should have been on the team, but
I totally agree. But they had to put supposedly had to put one college player in on that team.
Okay, right. So well, let me ask this. Well, I don't know. Why Shaq wasn't on that team then?
Good question.
Just a question. I just thought about it.
What year was he? He had to be a college player. If
yeah, player. He was in college. I don't think he was.
But he might have been a freshman or sophomore when Christian Laettner, I'm sure.
Too. I still would have took him over Laettner.
But okay. Well, I was gonna say they needed a token, but they already had some.
Right. And I don't watch a lot of college basketball, but I heard some people, because they've been talking about this all week long, the anniversary or whatever. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people saying, Laettner, he not in the NBA, but college, probably should be in the college Hall of Fame. That's supposedly how good he was in college.
Who?
Christian Laettner.
Oh, Christian Laettner was a monster in college. I'll be the first to tell you. I'm not a Christian Laettner fan, but when he was at Duke, he was bringing the heat, man.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you might not have seen it in NBA, but in college, he was the man, bro.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's move on. This is something where friend of the show, our homie, Ezra, will appreciate this next story because he always told me esports gonna blow up, man. Esports gonna blow up. I'm like, nah, man, don't nobody care about no. I don't even consider video gaming a sport. But evidently I'm wrong because it's blowing up big time. And with this next story, just solidify what he said. My fault, Ezra. I apologize right now if you're listening in and watching this episode. Paris opens to esports on the 2024 Olympic program. The co-president of the Paris Olympic Bid Committee told the Associated Press that he will hold talks with esports representatives and the IOC about the possibility of gaming joining the 2024 program. The explosion in popularity of esports events drawing large crowds of youngsters to arenas for tournaments has already seen gaming embraced by the Asian Games. It will become a full sport by the 2022 edition, although details of which games will be contested are yet to be provided. Paris will be confirmed as 2024 host of the International Olympic Committee gathering in Lima, Peru next month after its only competitor, Los Angeles, agreed to take the 2028 game. So right now in 2024, the esports will be in the Olympic Games. What you say about that? You agree or disagree?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I've seen this thing grow, right? I have, and over the last couple of years or whatever, they've been having with this League of Legends tournament or whatever. Last year, online only, just the streaming part of it, drew over 2.5 million viewers, and these people just watching online. So it's potential there. It is.
Yeah, sit in the seat with the controller in your hand.
Yes.
Or in front of a computer, because most of these games, esports. Computer games, yeah.
Yeah, it was bound.
Okay.
It was bound to happen.
Wait a minute, man. Wait, a sport? Do we really consider this a sport?
You consider golf a sport?
I don't consider golf a sport.
Somebody competing with another person is a sport, right? You know, equestrian, like people riding on horses. You know, whatever. If it's competition.
Okay, on a horse, at least something's moving. The horse is moving. Golf, I don't consider a sport.
The pixels moving on the screen, you know.
Brandon, you consider this a sport?
Yeah.
You take it too damn long, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the difference, Glass? This is a serious question. What's the difference of sitting in front of a computer playing a video game and driving a car around a oval? It's the same thing. You're controlling something else. It ain't like you running a football or dunking a basketball. You are controlling another object in competition with another person.
Okay, two things. Number one, you driving an enormous high rate of speed in the car. Number one. Number two, you in this car for damn near 3 hours, driving in intense heat, racing. You are sitting in a damn seat with a controller in your hand. What's so strenuous about that? At least
I get it. You know, you're looking at the physical part.
You are actually going to explain this to me. Say this one more time, man.
You look at.
I'm listening to it. I didn't hear what he said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you're looking at the physical part of it, you know. And I get that because hey, like I said, I had this problem with golf for the longest time. You know,
I still got a problem with golf, but I hear you. Yeah. Okay.
But me, because I'm a gamer, you know, I still play. You know, and it's a competition. It's competitive. I tell you how many times I destroyed my joystick. You know. Because it's that intense, so and at the bottom line is, I'm gonna tell you, if it's money behind it, they're gonna make it work. They're gonna make it happen. If there's money behind it, simple as that.
Listen, Glass, I don't know if you know about these Madden tournaments that's been going on for the past 6-7 years. A lot of money been on the line. You know, they in Vegas, they in Times Square playing the games on the gigantic screen out there and all that stuff. Look, it's competitive. It's money to be made. And they're going to capitalize on it.
They're gonna capitalize on it. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
You know what? I think that's the thing that's drawing this to be an Olympic game. Lord, I can't believe I'm saying this. The money it'll bring and the mass of people watching it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You might embrace it. If not now,
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Let's go to the chat real quick. Sports Talk Network said I play golf, but do not watch as often as could. Golf is that. I still, you know what? I still don't believe golf is a sport.
I don't know what category I would put golf in.
Right.
But definitely not a sport.
Okay, so let me do this. Okay, golf versus billiards, right? Is there a difference in there? Because billiards and pool is a sport.
I know
it ain't that much different from golf.
I know.
I don't make the rules, man. I don't consider pool. No, I don't, man. There's nothing strenuous about billiards, rather. Maybe golf is strenuous because you got to hit this ball a certain length. Oh, I could kind of see. I see that before billiards, and I damn sure see that before eSports. All right, so let's go ahead, man. Y'all ain't gonna convince me.
It's always gonna come down to an opinion. That's all.
There you go.
Always. Yeah.
Move on, man. Manziel open to coaching college if he can't play in the NFL. The former Cleveland Brown quarterback has been hoping an NFL team will give him a chance to get back on the field. But if that doesn't happen, Johnny Manziel could be picking up a whistle and heading to the sidelines. Quote, I do something involved with sports. I can't get away from it. I would do something involved with sports and can't get away from it. Manziel said in a statement, at the International Football Betting Conference. Why are you at the International Football Betting Conference? But I digress. When I asked him what he would do if the NFL door is shut, quote, I've had to ask myself that a little bit as of late over the past year, but at the same time, I want to be involved in the sports in some way, whether it's coaching, whether it's doing something like that. I think that'll be my route. Manziel said he would prefer to coach at a college level when asked. The 24-year-old got a taste of coaching at an Elite 11 quarterback camp in February. The NFL has yet to give Manziel the opportunity to make up for his mistakes he had made in his brief pro career. He admitted he looked into a move to the Canadian Football League, but still holds hope to get in the NFL. Manziel as a coach, ain't no damn way, bro.
No.
I don't even know if you can make it in the high school level, let alone college level. He got, you know what? People these days, they got, since they got a name, they can easily bypass all this other putting in the work to be a coach. Try being a quarterback's coach first. Then move up to offensive coordinator. Then move up to college coach, man. You can't just say, oh, I just want to be a college coach because I feel like being a college coach. You don't even put up in the work. You don't even know what it takes to be a college coach, man. Now I agree. He should have went to the CFL to hone his skills and get better so he can get back in. But dude, man, number one, let me ask you. Well, I guess I could look at your face and tell. Do you see him being a college coach?
No, he not. No, he wasn't even a pro player. Really, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he was here for a little while, but I don't think he was respected as a pro player because a lot of his off the field antics, not putting in the work, as far as that go. How can you have him as a coach in college and y'all at the game here, your coach ain't even there? That's what happened.
But I think, if he's really serious about wanting to have something to do with sports or whatever, this the route he should. This probably like the route of least, resistance. Like, he's not gonna get on nobody's team, even if it's CFL Arena League team. Ain't nobody really gonna do that, right? But they might give him a shot, and maybe it'll probably help him out as a man to kind of learn a little bit more and be able to share and that kind of thing. So I don't know. I think it's a good pursuit. I don't think it's gonna work out for him though.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's possible.
I agree. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on to our well, I don't know if it's Brandon's favorite play. I ain't gonna put it out there like that. Earlier this week, Dolphins and Cutler finalized a one-year deal that's worth $10 million. The Miami Dolphins and quarterback Jay Cutler are finalized a one-year contract. It is worth $10 million plus $3 million in incentives, with Ryan Tannehill's future uncertain following a non-contact knee injury sustained at practice this week. The Dolphins have apparently convinced Cutler to delay his broadcasting career with Fox and return to football. Miami reportedly fears Tannehill will need season-ending surgery, or at the very least, he'll miss 6 to 8 weeks if rehab is opted for. Dolphins head coach Adam Gase was Cutler's offensive coordinator with the Chicago Bears in 2015, helping the gunslinger pivot prove the best statistical season of his career. Give me your 2 cents, Brandon.
I'd have left that booth too. $10 million for 1 year plus $3 million. Oh yeah, this gonna hold. Y'all can wait and listen to what I got to talk about next year. You know, and like everybody say, and include myself, including I'm sure you guys too. Cutler always had all the skills, you know, to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know, it's just game time. You know, putting it all together. He never, seemed to have done that. This Miami team is a good team. You know, will they challenge New England? I don't know. You know, but I definitely think they could have done work by going to get somebody else. You know, so I kind of like the move.
I mean, as far as challenging New England, they really the only ones in the division that actually can, right?
Yeah,
but
right.
My thing is this though, and I don't want to turn it into a Kaepernick thing, but $10 million for Jay Cutler for 1 season, and it might not even be 1 season. It could be for 8 games, right?
Right.
$10
right.
million for 8 games. Somebody gotta show me what's going on with that.
I understand he out of all the quarterbacks that's out of the league or looking for a team. I understand Jay Cutler got the arm. I got that. He's blessed with an arm. But his demeanor, man, we know what you get with Jay Cutler. Me and Brandon always known that. He just got that nonchalant attitude, like I don't give a F, it is what it is, whatever. He showed no emotion. Now I understand a quality that you want in a quarterback, leadership. It's not a necessity, but that's what you want in a quarterback. Jay Cutler is not. He doesn't lead. He doesn't inspire. He doesn't motivate. He just sits there, man. And that's what to me. I get what you're saying, Brandon. But with his demeanor, shouts out to Bad A that joined us on Periscope. Appreciate you. He said Colin Kaepernick is garbage, my man. He said Cutler is a bum. Yeah, we know that. Shouts out to Razor 2 that joined. But my thing is, did you see him at the press conference when he showed up at
I didn't see his press conference.
He was like, man, my wife had to tell me. My wife had to force me out of the house. See, that's a hit right there. Dude does not. I told on Bigg Q show, TeamBoydTv Live, I said, I believe Cutler only played football because he had an arm. He knew he had an arm, and that was an easy way to make millions of dollars. I don't think he really had the love for the sport. That's just me. I seen him 3 years in Denver. Well, I think those were his best years. Then he came to the Bears for 8 years. The 11 years he been in the league, he only been in the playoffs, playoff berth one time.
Yeah,
I got a problem with that.
Yeah,
and I think unless he changes demeanor, when he gets on this field in Miami, you're gonna have the same thing. He's gonna throw an interception. He ain't gonna cage. Just gonna sit over there on the sideline. And you have one of them players like what's his name, Willie Young here on the Bears, gonna ask him to wake the F up.
But what if? And this is what if? What if you look at this like, wow, I got another chance to really do some stuff. I got a very talented squad, and You know what I mean? Like, and maybe we see a different Jay Cutler. You know what I mean? You know, and maybe he challenges Ryan Tannehill for that spot. We never see Ryan Tannehill under center again. What if that happens?
Yeah, it's very possible.
Right.
Very possible. But you know, I mean, like you said at the beginning of this, what you see with Cutler is what you get. You know, he's the same way in Denver. He's the same way in Chicago, and he's gonna be the same way in Miami. You know, I mean, everybody want the rah Cutler, you know, to get in your face, you know, just shouting, yelling, hand smacking. That's just never been him, you know.
Right.
And he was the way when he came into the league. He's been that way throughout his career in the league. I mean, he's not gonna change because we think, and I know he done heard it a million times before. And it's just not him. He's not gonna. And believe me, Miami thought about that when they picked up the phone and called him, you know,
and begged him. They threw $10 million at him. You know what I'm saying? It's number one, like I said, first evidence that he don't want to play. His wife had to force him out the house and got to get him out there to do something. Number two, Adam Gase called him multiple times, begging them to play, and threw $10 million at him. Hey. Of course, I don't care who you are. You ain't going to turn down no $10 million.
No.
So I ain't blaming Cutler. It's just the fact that if I got to force you to come over here, I got a problem. To the comments, Betty A said, Sue going to beat him up. Yeah. And Dominican Sue going he ain't going to, you know what? Wherever Dominican Sue going to be, I guarantee you Cutler going to be 30, 40 yards away from him. Betty A also said he'll never last. He can't read a defense. You agree with that, Brandon?
No, I don't think. I think he can read defenses. I think he think his arm is better than defenses.
Really? So that's where all the interceptions come from. I don't know. I mean, reading the defense, I don't know. You know, maybe it's a combination of both. You know what I'm saying? It could be a combination.
It could be a combination of both. You may be some schemes out there that he just can't get a grasp of. You know, but not reading the defense. I mean, even if I'm confused about the defense, I always got a check down. You know,
right?
So
right.
That I just choose not to throw to my check down. You know, it ain't about always not reading the defense, because if you're confused about anything, and if it start looking right to you, you can always dump the ball off. His problem is do that.
Right.
You know.
Gotcha. All right, man. Let's move on. Here's another team, another one of your teams that you love. Jets quarterback Christian Hackenberg was ordered off the practice field when he failed one of his most basic tasks. The New York Jets have been looking for answers to their quarterback role since Mark Sanchez in 2010 when they went 11-5. And many had hoped that the 2016 second-round pick Christian Hackenberg would eventually become the long-term starter under center. A report noted that Hackenberg was sent off the field on Monday after struggling to break the huddle correctly. During one rep in the 7-on-7 drills, as he approached the line of scrimmage, a coach ordered him to re-huddle. When he broke the huddle again in the wrong fashion for the second time, he was ordered off the field. What the hell? Anyway, this is just the latest troubling report for Hackenberg. In June, reports from off-season workouts noted that the second-year quarterback had developed a troubling tendency of hitting reporters with errant passes. Also, I know, right? Also, another report from before the NFL draft noted that the Jets believed that Hackenberg was not even close to being ready to be an NFL starter. Bruh, what the hell's wrong with the Jets, man?
I have no idea, man.
I seen the video when he actually threw an errant pass that hit a cameraman and a reporter multiple times.
Wow.
This man can't even break a huddle.
That, I mean, you gotta some things you just gotta know before you draft a player. Who can't break a huddle? I think I can break a huddle. You know, I don't get it. And then you hitting cameramen and reporters, they ain't even got on uniforms.
Right. I can see the wide receiver like, hey man, who the hell are you throwing at?
Man, well, my Jets in trouble again.
And wait. And their starting quarterback is Josh McCown. And the other backup is Bryce Petty. That's the best the Jets could do.
Well,
come on, man. Listen. Colin Kaepernick, I know I don't give a damn what anybody say. If I was what's his name? The head coach.
Gates?
No, for the Jets. It just hit me.
Oh. Yeah, shit, I got his name.
It's the black dude they've been threatening fire all the time. Yeah, Bowles. There you go.
Thank you, Todd Bowles. Thank you, Battier. Todd Bowles got to be scratching his head like, damn it, I ain't gonna lose my job off of these. Number one, he shouldn't be losing his job because all this here is not his fault. He's a great coach. He just got a badass team. And Q, I've told you before, this is the same situation I have. I'm telling you about Hugh. Why am I forgetting coaches' names right now? Listen, Hugh Jackson at Cleveland Browns.
It's different because the Jets.
How is it different, man?
The Browns might be bad, right, on the field, like as far as performance and stuff is going. But man, listen, the Jets, as far as like office stuff and who they bringing into the team, and dude, like they've been striking. Well, they've been striking out quarterbacks in Cleveland too. But man, the Jets are just a mess, man. And Todd Bowles he gonna have a target on his face until somebody finally pull the trigger, because ain't nothing he gonna be able to do. Jackson, on the other hand, I think he got potential. I think that they giving him space and room to breathe. I mean, look, it might take a while to get Cleveland right, but he the right man for the job.
Todd Bowles was cursing out the reporters at the press conference. He said, "Man, I told you about asking me this bullshit, man. I answered it already. I ain't gonna answer no more." I said, "Damn, Todd, put them straight." Sports Talk Network said Jets might go winless.
Go winless. They still play defense. They won't go winless.
We'll see. He's the man. Okay. Move on to the next subject. We're gonna stick with the NFL, man. NFL to hire up to 24 full-time refs. The NFL will hire up to 24 full-time officials from the current crop of 124 ahead of the 2017 season, the league announced Wednesday. Quote, "We believe this is a great development for the NFL officiating overall and ultimately the quality of our game," Vice President of Football Operations Troy Vincent said in the release. The NFL has garnered criticism for employing only part-time referees, many of which have jobs outside of football or have to pick up additional gigs in other sports and or the college ranks. Quote, "We're the only league that has officials that have primary other jobs, which is really madness," New Orleans Saints head coach Sean Payton said in 2016. "We can pay these guys. They should be full-time NFL officials, and they should be working throughout the week communicating. Full-time officials will be implemented at all 7 positions." What the hell took them so long?
Man, that's crazy because they got the money. That is crazy. But
they should have had this in place 5 years ago. It's definitely going to improve the officiating. Now they need to get that in-house security, because like you said, Brandon, they got the money to do it. If any league got the money to do this and have full-time refs and full-time security, it's the NFL.
Yeah. Yes.
See, I guess my thing is maybe they try to be cheap and trying to avoid, when you get a full-time job, you get the benefits, the insurance and all that stuff. I don't know if that's what they were trying to do. That's still no excuse, because just like Brandon said, they got billions of dollars. So there's no reason why they shouldn't have had this done before. So I would like to know, maybe because the recent mistakes that the referees have made in the past 3 years, that's just obvious. Maybe they're saying, okay, we won't have y'all go full time so you can hone in your craft and we won't have as many mistakes.
That's very possible too.
So yeah. All right, here go. Battier gave a question in the comments. He said, "Does Kaepernick deserve a shot in the NFL?" He said, "Before the protest, he wasn't that great." Okay, I understand. I'm gonna give you my answer right now. I understand he wasn't that great, but there's what? There's 32 teams. I'll put it like this: he's better than half the starting quarterbacks that's in the league right now, and he's damn sure better than all the backups that they have right now. I understand here. You said before the protest he wasn't that great. Everybody say that, but he was on a shitty team, and with that shitty team, he had 11 touchdowns to what, 4 interceptions.
Right, but all people talk about is 1 and 10 or 10 and 1 or whatever.
That exactly,
you know,
exactly. So it's a team sport, and everybody trying to throw that record on Kaepernick. So to answer your question, Battier, yes, he deserves a shot in the NFL, whether it's a starting position or a backup position.
Right, I agree.
So, moving on. Boston University studies find CTE in 110 of 111 brains of former NFL players. A new study by the Boston University researcher Dr. Ann McKee examined the brains of 202 deceased football players and found that 110 of the 111 brains of former NFL players had chronic or CTE. I ain't gonna try to pronounce the name. The results were published in the Journal of American Medical Association. The brains were donated by families of former NFL players who show signs of the disease. High school players in the study had mild cases, while college and professional had more severe cases. CTE was found in 177 of the 202 brains. The disease can cause impaired judgment, aggression, memory loss, and depression. CTE can only be diagnosed post-mortem. The study examined players as young as 23 years old and as old as 89. The brains were also from all players' positions, including 44 linemen, 10 linebackers, 17 defensive backs, and 7 quarterbacks. Former NFL Hall of Famer Ken Stabler was among the brains after he asked to be examined when he was battling colon cancer. McKee determined that Stabler had a moderate to severe case of CTE. So with the facts known, does that change your idea of playing football or football players playing the sport?
No, because it's too much money involved. It's too much money to be made. It's a great sport. All this, I don't know. You got to look at, I guess, the companies that's making these helmets and different things like that now. And I know now they do they got the concussion protocol, things like that. So they slowly been implementing things to improve it and to catch stuff ahead of time. But nah, it's not going to slow down the game, or it's not gonna decide on whether players or people decide, okay, well, no, I'm not gonna play in the NFL because I'm scared I'll get CTE. Hell, you can get anything, from not doing nothing, So
right. I actually think the only adverse effects that I can kind of really see is like what we saw, and we was just talking about the 49ers, right? How a lot of players are retiring early. They want to come in, get their money. They play 4 to 6 years. The risk is very, very low when you're only playing a small amount of time. Go in, get your money, get out, And only thing that's going to be is that now you got to have a faster influx of players from the college ranks to the NFL. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, getting people in there so fast. But, I mean, players just ain't going to play as long as they used to. That's the main thing.
Right, exactly. I totally agree. I think I mentioned that before. That's the reason why players are retiring early, getting their education to get better jobs, because they know this not going to last long. So I agree with you on that. But I guess my thing is, you don't know how many traumas your brain's going through while you're playing the game. So I guess I understand that you can't diagnose this till post-mortem, or if y'all didn't know, until you're dead. You get it. And since you're getting it, I think the NFL should do something to put some money aside for the research and to help some of these players out that's dealing with this. Have an outside doctor opinion saying this individual got CTE, and make sure you give them the proper care to take care of that. And I know that's a daunting task. I know there's a lot of players, but you got to do something about this, man. Number one, the NFL need to be ashamed, because they've been hiding this stuff for decades when they knew this was going on.
Right.
And they older players this. I mean, just like I don't know if I said it here or said it on Team Point. I think I said it here last week with the Pittsburgh Steelers player that it damaged him so much. He took a pickup, drove head on into a semi truck. Dude, you can't have this, man. You know, so I think the NFL, if you want, this is a gladiator sports. I know this, and I know everybody's saying, you know what you get into when you play this sport. I got that, but something got to happen because we're talking about people, families, and whatnot getting affected by this.
Exactly.
That's just my thing.
I agree with that totally, Brandon. But check this out though. Like, so if the thing that attracts people to play the sport continues to attract them to play the sport, you know, like I said, Glass, I agree with what you said. The NFL should do their part, and because they understand what's going on too. But you know, whatever stopped Evel Knievel from getting on that motorcycle? He felt like doing it. He knew he was going to break bones. You know, he knew the risk of death was high. You know, but he kept doing it because it was something he wanted to do. But I think at the end of the day, you're not going to stop players from signing up to play football. You're not going to do that. It just ain't going to happen. Just like, you know, people want to boycott the sport right now. That ain't going to happen either. You know, it's just too powerful. Right. So that's my thought on it.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I totally agree with that. Go to the comments real quick. Batty A said, talking about Colin Kaepernick, guaranteed a backup, maybe even a starter for 10 teams. Totally agree. I think it's horrible, man. Like the NBA, players aren't knowledgeable in the science of the sport. Okay. And proper hitting. I guess. Hey, yeah, okay. Totally agree. Right. But proper hitting, I got that. Proper hitting. Tackling, I got. But proper hitting, just like just now when you get penalized for what is it? Unsportsmanlike? Isn't that unsportsmanlike? What's that when you hit him in the head? Is that unsportsmanlike? Yeah, but you can't. All right, I'm coming at you head first, coming at you full blast, and all of a sudden you turn around, you duck your head down, or you do something. This you're gonna get hurt in this sport. And I heard everything you said, Bigg Q, with the Evel Knievel and that you want to play, but I mean, I understand. I know what I'm getting into, but help me out a little bit. I ain't saying pay for the medical bills because I hear what you're saying. They're making more money now, but they're giving up that money at the end of their career for the medical expenses.
Well, you better start it at home, and you better start it when they're young, and you better instill in your kids and don't glamorize the NFL and don't glamorize football, and you show them this stuff. That's the only, like, because I'm telling you, everybody who got sons know they want them little boys want to play football. They do. Or play video game, one of the two. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to start it very young in order to kind of sway this whole thing where these little boys don't think that the NFL is the most glamorous thing ever.
Yeah. And that's a big thing too, because now the information is out there. Right. Everybody knows about it now. You know, so that definitely is going to make a difference in everyone's decision on choosing this as a sport, as a career, or whatever.
Gotcha. All right, before we move on, let me ask you this. With the situation with your boy Tom Brady, when his wife put it out there that he getting concussed all the time, but he's saying it's none of our business. Dude, I hear you, but it is kind of ain't none of our business, but it's part of the NFL business because they need you guys to let us know when you're gonna get concussed. When you get concussed, sit your ass down and heal.
You dipping your toe in that never-ending battle, man. It's just a never-ending battle, man. Like, players want to play. Simple as that, you know. And I mean, some of them, you know, like a Brett Favre or somebody was willing to lay down and die on the field. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, just crazy, man. Just crazy. All right, let me ask this question. Answer this question from Batty A. What do y'all think of the Kyrie situation? Is he smart to leave? Does LeBron deserve the blame to leave early? Kyrie is a grown-ass man. Kyrie could do whatever he want to do. If he's tired of playing with LeBron, I want out. Number one, like I think we said last week or week before, Kyrie signed an extension before LeBron got there. So that's not – so if Kyrie say, dude, I didn't sign up for this, You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got my championship ring. I'm tired of listening to LeBron. I'm tired of LeBron calling me a kid, youngie, my kid brother. I want to go somewhere else and get my own team. Brandon?
Yeah. At the end of the day, Kyrie can say what he wants to say. If Cleveland decide they ain't gonna move him, Kyrie will be there.
Exactly.
He can be LeBron's little brother, cousin, nephew, whatever they decide he gonna be. But it's strictly up to Cleveland. You know, you can sign that contract already. You're there until they decide they're gonna move you or get what they want from someone else for you. You know, so
right. Y'all remember when everybody was upset because the Carolina Panthers sent away Steve Smith because of they were scared that he was going to stunt the growth of some of the young players like Cam Newton and Luke Kuechly that they brought in, so they had to kind of send him away or whatever. So I feel like this situation is kind of the same. You know, Kyrie want to show that he's a grown man. Like you said, he want to spread his wings and do his own thing. He's tired of getting, you know, you said Glass called a little guy, a kid or whatever. You know, and I get that, man. You know what I mean? Like, enough is enough, man. Let me do my own thing. I mean, whatever.
Right. So do you think that let me make my question right, that LeBron is saying, okay, he could actually do this without Kyrie more so than Kyrie can actually do it without him. Now I know Kyrie can't do it without him, but I mean, do you think that LeBron's saying, okay, we can win here without Kyrie?
So okay, let me hear your question. So you think? All right, say it one more time, bro.
Do you think LeBron would be saying, okay, well, let Kyrie go. We can win here without Kyrie Irving. More so Kyrie Irving can win here without me.
I think he don't care about Kyrie Irving. He like, let him go. We can win without him. But they want it all revolves around LeBron anywhere it goes. Just like I told you episode 2 ago. Kyrie see the writing on the wall.
Oh, definitely.
This man, like I told you, I put the scenario to you. LeBron's putting C4 all around the walls. Kyrie, like, I'm damn if I'm gonna sit around here and watch his organization blow up. I'm gonna throw this Molotov cocktail in front window so y'all can see me and get me up out of here before this explodes. LeBron's out of here 1 year. Kyrie's left with all these players that LeBron brought in.
Right.
Kyrie don't want that. Kyrie want his own team. How you gonna leave me with these old knuckleheads, these old ass knuckleheads that you brought up in here?
Kyrie get traded. Kyrie don't have his own team. He's going someplace else.
But I bet you wherever he goes gonna be better than what Cleveland's gonna be in the year.
In the next couple
when
years.
LeBron leaves.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? That's what. So Kyrie's thinking ahead. Like, I don't want to be here when this issue explodes.
Okay.
Back in the comments, Battier says, but the longer he waits, the longer they wait, the less they get rid of him. The less they get for him. I agree. But people say he sucks without LeBron, but back then he was young and the team sucked. Totally agree. If you can build around Curry with fragile ankle, why not Kyrie? The reason why Cleveland can't build around Kyrie, because Cleveland doesn't have any more money, any more picks to build around Kyrie because of what LeBron did when he brought all his boys in. They over $100 in salary cap, which means they got to pay $100 million in the luxury tax, which means they got to pay another $100 million. They don't have any money to build around or have any picks to build around Kyrie. Plus, Kyrie has 10, 15 years left. LeBron is the one who has a shot clock on his career. Yeah, but whatever you get out of LeBron, you can't get out of Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, I won't sign an extension with whoever trades for me. So he's trying to keep his future team stacked. I got you.
Yeah.
We're going to, shouts out to Real Talk. Okay. We're going to end this show with these last two questions. Real Talk asks, Floyd or Connor? Man, that's an easy ass question.
Floyd.
question is how many rounds? Both me and you said 3. Q, right. How many rounds, man?
Man, I think it'll last a little longer than that. Just because Floyd Mayweather is so smart. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's so slick. And, you know, it'll be a little longer than that. He'll make it worth the money. He'll make it worth the money. I think he'll win. I just think a UFC guy versus a boxer is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
I mean, that's why I'm not one of the dudes that's all excited about this, because this is a work, man. As a wrestling guy, I can tell you that this is a work. This is just a ploy to make a whole boatload of money, which they're going to make. So, you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. All right. Then give me your percentage of Conor winning this fight. I'm gonna say 1% because he could have one lucky punch.
See, if I'm going on the logic that I got, that it ain't real, right? That it ain't real.
You WWE fan? Real?
This is why I can go here. This is why I can go here, right? Because I understand the way it works. You know, this to me it ain't real. You know what I mean? It's got some real aspects to it, but it's not real. Look. As much as people may hate or love Floyd Mayweather, this dude has got to be one of the smartest, slickest dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this is a work, you know, and it might look like Floyd might lose to some ankle, or some weird thing that the McGregor might do that's not part of boxing, that he might try to sneak in or whatever. Right. But at the end of the day, man, at that very last second, you'll get that Floyd Mayweather win. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I don't know. Floyd is 40 years old. He can't be playing around with Conor, man.
It's a work, Glass.
What you say? It's all work. I got you, man.
Oh,
yeah. Canelo or Triple G? Triple G. Stop playing. It's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be. You know what? That's gonna be worth watching that fight. But Triple G all day. Oh, Real Talk said Canelo all day. Iron Chin. Yeah, but Triple G got that jackhammer. What you say, Brandon?
I have no idea who's going to win that one.
Oh, okay. All right, man. That's been our hour of talk, man. We appreciate you. We're gonna close shop. I want to shout out to Batty A, Real Talk. Who else was in on Periscope? I think those two. Steve, Sports Talk was did we get it right? Sports Talk Network. Steve from Sports Talk Network on YouTube. We appreciate you guys joining the show and chiming in, man. Double A, you late. We about to get up out of here, bro. We want to thank you guys. The crew here at Get With It Sports want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch the 2 Cent Deposit on Sports podcast. And we want to thank everyone who chimed in on this live podcast on YouTube and Periscope. Once again, while you're here, click the subscribe button and or the follow button so you can be alerted on new episodes to the shows that we have here at Get With It Sports Media. Find us on Twitter, me at Get With It Sports, Brandon at LEB412. Read the post on our blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. Follow us on Facebook at Get With It Sports or contact us via email at getwithitsports2, and that's number 2 at gmail.com. We got big things jumping off. If you don't see me here, you can find me at Bigg Q's YouTube channel, TeamBoydTv Turbo. We break down the NFL divisions. We had knocked out. We knocked out 5. We had 3 left. We got the AFC South left, AFC East, NFC West. But go subscribe to that channel, TeamBoydTv Turbo. Get the football info that you need, topics of football. It's all there. Shouts out to the Urban Arena people, our cohorts. AA Sports, TeamBoydTv, Get With It Sports, Kane and Ice, TWSS Sports, and Left Handed from New York. We all there. Check us out there. We got our Get With It Sports Pick 'em or Shut Up League. You want to join in where you make weekly picks and compete against us 3 and many more at Yahoo Sports. Hit me up at the email address, getwithitsports2@gmail.com, or hit me up on Twitter on the DM. This is our 6th year. It's growing bigger and better each year. And I think I covered everything.
think you got everything, bro.
All right, man. So let's go and get up out of here. This your boy. This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports the way you want it. I'm Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
The best tag team tandem out here in sports talk. As always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.